so much fucked up shit to get into.
Welcome back to Little Stinkers, baby.
Hey, y'all.
I'm Michael fucking Rainey, here with Cal Donjala.
Hey, Ming.
Jacob Furman Mattera.
Binger.
Jeff Simmons. Oh, my God. Look at all these beautiful names in the chat.
Go buck if your dick is stuck. And if you already said it, that means your dick's stuck.
And if you are stuck, let us know what you're stuck in. I'll send my stepsister over and see if she can wiggle you out of there.
They need to start doing it reversed. My penis is stuck in this gas tank. Well, I'll suck it out. I'll suck it out from the butt.
You can do that. I've actually thought about that in regards to growing a micro penis, but that's for another time and place. Richie Chef, I saw that you got some pussy today, man. I'm very proud of you. Way to go, brother.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
He's cooking. Welcome, everybody.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, dude. It's a pussy getting support group, apparently. This
Did
is
you
awesome.
know before he just announced it that he had pussy today?
Yeah, I checked Facebook earlier today. And I saw Richie talking about getting a little PUSSY.
You didn't like touch a bed and just feel it like a Native American would? Like,
Dude, I got to speak on this for a second. I got to give my wife a shout out. You guys might not know this about me, but Jake, my wife has been telling me for a while. She's like, one time I want you to wake me up by putting your wiener in my mouth. So it's like, all right, I'm going to get you. Today was the day, and boy, man, what a start to the day.
For both of you.
Yeah. Best part of waking up is filling your wife up. I didn't mean to look in your eyes when I said your wife. I meant my wife.
You did it.
But
well, wow, congrats.
thanks, man.
like
Great
I need
start
to-
to the day. He hate me. I saw he hate me this past weekend. It was awesome to see you, brother, at the live do-rag and the deer tag show. He's the fucking man.
oh, nice.
I think you
Oh,
guys...
shit. I must have seen him on
Yeah,
Friday
he was in
when I was
Helium,
leaving.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Was he with Drew?
Probably.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's the man.
Shit, I didn't even realize that was He Hate Me. Damn, legend in the flesh.
Dylan, that's a great point. John is not allowed at Helium. They have a sign right inside the door with his crossed eye saying, do not let this man in.
Well, they crossed out the not.
All right.
So now it says, do let this man in.
James, thank you, brother. I had a lot of fun making that. Real retard shit, man. Yeah, hopefully Blizz is okay, man. He got throttled off that stage.
Yeah, what the fuck happened?
It looked much worse than it was.
Yeah, did it?
Yes.
Because, I mean, I saw a video. I did not like what I saw. Poor
I didn't
Blizzy
see
getting
it.
I think Blizz got spooked more than anything.
He
Because
fell off like the 3-foot platform.
yeah.
Mike, that's just how he naturally looks.
Looks like he saw a damn ghost. Looks like he's seen about 1,000 ghosts.
But I think Blizz is doing all right.
He fell, and then, I mean, that's a pretty high height to catch yourself. I assume he landed on his ass.
Didn't he get kneed in the head by Drew?
Drew did throw a flying knee. However, I don't
my
think it connected with him. I think it spooked him more than anything. And then stepping awkwardly off of a 3-foot stage has got to be weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can break your leg.
Did he have 1 foot on
Break it.
1 foot?
Break it.
Dropping?
I
Did
don't
you
know.
see it
man.
happen? Did you see it go down?
I was standing behind Drew, making sure Drew didn't fall off the stage.
Should have been behind the other guy.
Yeah. Well, if ifs and nuts were candy and nuts. Yeah, Christina. Me, Butterly, Shaner, a couple of the other guys are going to be in tires. So that'll be fun. Yeah, Drew Montana did look like a little Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, he's been training for a while, right?
Yeah, Drew can fucking fight, man.
Yeah.
He's a little. Don't let the little Wigger Chipmunk vibe throw you.
I'm going to throw him.
Joan Crux says Blizz looks like Lurch's nephew. Yeah, I always stand behind my boys, brother. But guys, I'm excited to be doing a live episode tonight. And John, I truly hope that I win again, as always, because I do have somebody fun to speak about. Somebody who's been in the news a lot recently. I've seen his face constantly, and I never took the time to stop and see what the fuck this dickhead did. But man, he is a little motherfucker.
And he's been in the news recently.
Past year or so.
Oh, man, he's on it.
Popping off already, baby.
Okay, well, I don't have really much new stinking news. Obviously, I always want to talk about him. But
Announced a new tour. Oh,
Whoa.
whoa, good catch.
it wasn't good enough.
We did it again, Jake.
Caught it too early.
Look at us, baby. Doing an episode. Oh, I wanted to make an OJ Pog Slammer note before we move on, but I didn't know how many OJ Pog Slammers there were.
How many did they make? How
Dude,
many came off the line?
I saw a graphic on Twitter last week. There was like fucking 8 of them.
Oh, the variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, the guy went into the slammer at the same time Pogs were coming out.
And
Pog Slammer, like
probably
it was,
pork and Pogs.
dude. It feels it's almost like a true. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's almost like they set it up. Like whoever was behind Big Pog, probably
Murdered Nicole.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude. Oh my god. What if Big Pog is the real killer?
Did you guys have a
my
Pog kiosk in your local mall when they were huge?
I did not know.
Concord
No.
Concord Mall.
Yeah, I think both malls had them in
Yeah.
Delaware.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Was there like I mean, where else would you have gotten Pogs from? I know you were a little bit older than Pog age. You're probably in high school by then. That
I was a grandpog.
Nobody in high school was playing Pogs, right? That was grade school only.
No, we were lying about getting pussy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, we were fine without. Pussy was our Pogs, baby.
Yeah, we just want these little coasters.
From my tiny drinks.
Yeah, so I got to get the rest of those OJ Pogs. So I'm gonna go on eBay, see what I can find. But
Sounds like a good way to waste some money. Go on.
you know me, baby. This motherfucker, man. I've been seeing his goofy smiling face for a while, and he just looks like a little scheming dildo.
Who could it be? Shkreli?
Oh,
No, he does. He
That's
does
a
look
good guess.
Shkreli-ish. He looks like
He's a dildo.
He is.
Jared Kushner.
No, this guy looks like he could be Martin Shkreli's dad. So it's funny you bring him up.
So he's an older fella, and he's a murderer?
He is. Allegedly, because he hasn't been convicted yet. That's how recent it is.
Really?
But-
you gotta tell us.
His name is Brian Walsh.
I would have not got that. No.
Wrestled with a fella named that by that
Yeah.
name. Maybe
Look
it was
at the
fella-
picture Jeff
maybe it was his
just
dad.
put up. Is that
Oh yeah.
disgusting face ring a bell?
He looks younger than I expected. When's that picture from?
He's a fucked up individual. This was taken about a year ago.
Oh, that looks old.
Yeah. No, but that was a year ago. And he was sentenced last month. Actually, no, it was last month, but it was more like 3 weeks ago on art fraud charges, unrelated to the murder.
Was he the Banksy guy? The guy making
No,
fake Banksies?
he was selling fake Warhols.
Oh, okay. Gross, like the pee ones.
The P what's?
Warhol would pee on his painting, on some of his paintings, to like the oxidation would like change the color and shit.
Oh, I
like
didn't
that.
know that.
I had a
Yeah,
couple Warhols in my day.
yeah, you would have been a fucking prolific artist, dude.
Oh, and on a piss note, yesterday we just announced our Chicago show, May 25th. We're going to be at Lincoln Lodge in Chicago. Tickets are almost all gone.
Dude,
so if you want to get tickets, I would grab them now. But one of our friends on Twitter, a fellow named Matt, said, "Listen, he made me make a piss promise. So because he bought tickets, I'll be drinking my piss at the Chicago show. So if you're coming out to the Chicago show at Lincoln Lodge, May 25th, bring some piss with you, and I'll cheers with you."
Dear God.
Do not bring piss to the show, please. If anything, take your empty pint glass into the bathroom and have Mike meet you in the handicap stall.
But if you want to buy those tickets, you can go to the link in the Little Stinkers Instagram bio, in my bio on Instagram, and my Twitter bio, at Mike Rainey 82.
I have a quick piss-related question before we move on to the
Hit me
stinker.
with it, baby.
Have you ever? I know you've tasted your own make multiple times.
I have.
Have you ever gone tap to mouth, straight peed into
Chimp
your
style.
own mouth? Yeah.
I have not, but
Whether standing or whether being assisted by gravity on your back.
I have not. I would try that, though.
Yeah, you have to. We got to do
You would
that.
piss all over yourself, dude.
I know, but Jake, listen, I'm a showman.
We'll have him in a bathing suit.
Oh, man.
I did just buy a new bathing suit, and it's coming tomorrow.
Sounds like. Well, let's wait until we get 5,000 patrons for that one.
Oh,
But they'll all meet us in a parking lot in Glen Mills, and you'll pull your little fucking prick out.
excuse
Kiss
you.
your own mouth.
Did you just make the new Patreon goal? 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and
Mike's
everybody's gonna come
All right,
see him
give me the
piss.
helmet, please. I'll do it now.
You'll do the helmet now or the piss now?
Listen, I'll do the piss anytime anybody wants it.
Well, okay.
On command.
Wow, I'm really getting a lot of mics in a row. I even got a Michael. Jesus Christ, man. Ooh, HC. I would love to come to Santa Cruz, brother. Hit some Edmund Kemper shit.
Damn, Dylan O'Brien wants you to do a Pepsi challenge, but with all of our piss.
I don't want to drink anybody else's piss.
And that is something I hope never changes about you.
Yes.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you.
Keep it there.
Now, back to our friend Brian Walsh. This motherfucker. Jake, he's barely older than I am. August 17th, 1976. He's 47 years old.
He ain't old enough to be Skrelly's dad.
How old do you think Skrelly is? Like 30?
No, Skrelly got to be closer to 35.
I'd say 30,
40
38.
maybe.
That's what I say, 38.
There are some 10-year-olds fucking.
Yeah. Are they making babies?
That's a good question. Jake, Google that.
I hope
No,
they're
I'm
not.
okay.
All right.
Jake, check it out on your phone.
Yeah.
But he was
Outside of Boston? Or?
yeah, it's southeast of Boston. It's a very nice place.
Okay. Oh, he's
Skrelly's 40 years old.
Wow,
Fuck, man.
I absolutely nailed it.
So
Unbelievable.
Brian Walsh would have had to have nutted inside of a lady at 7 years of age. Actually, probably should have done it at 6. Incubation period time factored in.
I think a time machine is probably more likely.
It would be a sexed up 6-year-old would have had to create Skrelly.
Don't say that again.
There's some phrases that you're using that I'm thinking we should
That's
start over.
That's the linguistic exercise I use before I go on stage. I'm just behind a curtain screaming sexed up 6-year-old, sexed up 6-year-old, sexed up 6-year-old. Jake's getting harder and harder every time I say it.
That's not true. That's not true.
Dude, I can hear his pants pushing off of his body like a balloon inflating.
There weren't that many stains on your pants when you walked in here, Jake.
Yes, there was. You've pointed them out.
Yeah, Jake walked in tonight with the amount of stains on his pants. It looked like he was playing fucking paintball.
Dude, I have
Before
two
he showed up
small children, and they just make a fucking mess. And it happened right before I left the house.
I'm teasing with you, Jake.
Look at this. That's jizz.
I think you might need a smock.
Yeah, but for real, it looks like you were having catch with meatballs.
That sounds fun.
I know.
I'm not gonna
Oh, my
lie.
God.
I'd buy a mitt for that.
We'll change the 5,000 Patreon goal to that. We'll play catch with grandmom's meatballs.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's the grandmom field of dreams. Wouldn't that be great to reanimate your dead grandmother and play catch meatball with her?
I'm not there yet.
Man, Mike, if
I
you
could
built
You
play,
got both
I could
your
play
grandmoms?
meatball coach catch with both of them right now. I mean, it would be their last day on earth if we did. I'd be zipping them at them.
I know.
I'm talking chest high, glove side. If they're not ready for it,
Oh,
it's
my
going
God.
right through them.
See, that's the thing I would like to do. You know how they have
spicy meatballs, Jake?
You guys know how they have that punching game on the Wildwood Boardwalk?
Yeah.
See how hard you could hit the thing? I would love to see how hard I could throw a meatball at an old woman.
They should do that. They should have fucking mum night at the Phillies stadium and in the kids area where you can clock your pitches. It's all meatballs. You got to bring your own.
Yes.
So
Dollar meatball night. Now that they got rid of fucking dollar dog night.
Yes.
yeah, Citizens Bank Park. We got a proposal for you. Time to open up and start listening.
But Brian Walsh was born, I don't know if he was born there, but I know that he spent a lot of his life there in Cohasset, Massachusetts, which is a very nice neighborhood, southeast of Boston. Very nice home. He came from a well-to-do family. His father was a neurologist. His name was Thomas, and his mother's name was Diana. And he had a troubled upbringing, Jake.
Yeah.
What do you think was troubled about it?
I'm besides speech, I would say probably being hit by his parents. Sounds like the dad is angry already.
Southie Boston. I mean, that's probably close to like Quincy, something like that, or is it not as far as Quincy?
You're just naming.
They're
men.
drinking. They're drinking. The dad's a drinker.
No. Well, I mean, he's a neurologist, so how much drinking can he do?
Shit, you got me there.
Yeah. Always thinking.
He's not drinking. That's why he's getting hit.
Well-
All his friends are drinking.
All right, I take that back because when Brian got busted, he claims that he was neglected as a child. So he suffered emotional abuse at the hands of his mother, and he said his father was out partying with his colleagues. So I guess you're right. So I regret yelling at you.
I'm always right,
But
and you always yell no matter what.
I mean, chill the fuck out, man. I mean, you're a neurologist, not you, but I'm saying Brian Walsh. If your dad's a neurologist,
It's so funny hearing someone say neurologist so many times wearing a dunce helmet.
you got to coach. You got to blow off some steam, man.
Yeah. Everything's got to be firing all cylinders.
Yeah.
So you assume that his partying with colleagues was just drinking? You think
I
he was
don't know,
out there
man.
doing
I mean, he
coke?
was an accomplished fellow. So, I mean, on top of being a neurologist, he taught at Harvard, and he would translate ancient Greek texts.
God.
So how much partying could a guy do if you're doing all that shit?
I mean, fraternities are based in Greek letters. So maybe that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Tap that keg, bitch.
You look like a frat guy.
I'm a very frat person.
You ever a frat boy?
Went to parties.
Yeah, I didn't ask
But
that.
we got kicked out once they realized what kind of shit we were up to.
Yeah. What were you up to?
Just doing cake stands in their basement until 5 a.m. when everybody else was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Just a fucking frat guy coming down and seeing 8 guys he does not know taking turns standing on the keg.
I would have let him go, man. Come on.
I miss.
You guys got to go.
I miss and also don't miss drinking like jungle juice out of a trash can at a house party.
Yeah.
That has no liner to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's clearly a used
The
trash
grossest
can.
mud basements, and you're just putting the pong ball in the beer.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
We used to play like a bunch of parties in Penn State. And I remember the cops came like one time, and thank God we just got a fucking warning. We just kept playing Killing in the Name. It was the only song that they just made us keep playing the one song. We started playing like another song. They're like, Killing in the Name! That's
John,
like the 5th time the cops
Classic
came.
cover.
HC says, why haven't we seen John and Wiz Khalifa in the same room at the same time? But then he also says, yo, John, I'm smoking weed too. Please tell me you think I'm cool, please.
HC, you are very cool.
There you go. That's all he
Look
wanted.
at that.
Look, you got
Ghirardelli's
it.
hat? No, it's not a Ghirardelli's hat.
What says that a Ghirardelli's hat?
Doesn't even have any of the same letters in it.
He said that Jake's frat letters are Eminem. But this is kind of sad. I felt bad for Brian Walsh for this. Apparently, he went to a lot of boarding schools as a child, Jake. And he went to a high-end treatment center for depression and anxiety and anger as well, which is important to note.
At what age?
He was a teenager. He went to a high-end treatment center called Austin Riggs.
You got to be fucking pretty well off to have that kind of shit as a teenager.
I agree.
There's no poor kids with anxiety and depression.
I know. Come on,
They
man.
don't get diagnosed because they don't go to a doctor thing. But you're watching cartoons till you drive and you start to try to get pussy, you know?
I know.
And it's called Austin Riggs.
I know. If
It's
you're
like
going,
a Friday Night Lights character.
yeah, if you're going to a treatment center that is named after a dead gay porn star, you're doing pretty well. All right, you're not going to fool anybody. But I thought this was kind of funny, and this was kind of a microcosm of his family life. He was eventually kicked out of treatment because his parents were arguing over who was going to pay the bill.
Just kept sliding it over like at a restaurant.
From there, he eventually went to college. He bounced around colleges. Didn't really take to any of them. He went to some pretty prominent colleges too. He went to UMass. He went to Northeastern University, and then ended up at Harvard.
Never left town.
No. Why would you, man? You got everything you need right
I know.
there.
I mean, there's 5 of the craziest colleges right there in Boston.
They really are. And Jake, you'll like this. When he bounced out of college, he became a concierge to a wealthy family.
That's awesome.
That sounds like a pretty cool
I
job.
didn't know that's a job.
And like his job, I mean, I don't know. You kind of sound like a bitch, but when you hear about what he was doing was pretty cool. So he was negotiating deals on the family's behalf for ancient or antique jewelry, and also high-priced art.
Okay.
Wait, you think just being a concierge by nature is a bitch job?
Yeah, well, you go to a concierge at a hotel, he'll get your fucking laundry, he'll get your fucking taxi.
You think that guy's a bitch because he's doing that shit?
Listen,
What he gets paid to do?
I understand, but you can be a paid bitch. I've been a paid bitch.
Okay, same.
Yeah.
But I did have lines, you know.
What were your
As
lines?
a server, some fucking old bitch is like, "Can you call us a taxi?" I'm like, "I can get you a fucking taxi's number, but I ain't making no phone calls for you, old bitch."
Mm-hmm.
And then I would just disappear and smoke cigarettes until they left or died or whatever. Yeah, I cannot. I was an office admin, a concierge for a man.
It's the fucking worst.
Nah, I cannot follow orders from another person.
I was
terrible.
I was an office bitch too. I've told you about this, for a priest who's up for sainthood right now. I used to hide from him. He was in a wheelchair, and I would go into areas that were not wheelchair accessible because I didn't want to help him.
Like the top of a cliff. Actually, why don't you make your way up here?
The basement.
So you don't think he should be sainthoodified because of his?
He's a
bad-
good guy. He's a good
okay.
guy, and
He's a
You were
good
just
guy.
scared of the wheels because you thought he was half machine.
my arm would get tired holding the phone for him.
Jesus.
And after like a half hour, I'm like, dude,
I mean, they had
Voice to text,
telemarketer fucking headsets at that
I
point,
know,
you know?
man. And that was my thinking too, because it's like, look, if you could blow into a straw to activate your wheelchair, you could find some kind of phone hookup.
I mean, you've heard of Radio Shack, right, Father? Get your ass over there. They sell everything.
RC card, just fucking.
That's not what I gave you $20 for, Father.
I mean, I also probably could have just put the phone to his ear and then taken a roll of duct tape.
I'm sorry, I gotta pee. And then you just pee right next to him. Into your own mouth, you little creep. You little piss freak.
Early 2000s, Brian Walsh, he buys a fixer-upper in an area of western Massachusetts called Lenox. And his father, who was a man of means, lends him $500,000 to do the renovations on this place.
Early 2000s renovations, $500,000.
In like,
That's insane.
in the woods.
Yeah.
It's like near nothing.
Yeah.
Probably the cheapest property you can get.
Dog. And on top of this, too, the only thing that he asks in return is his money back. He's like, when you sell it, I don't give a fuck what you sell it for. I just want my $500,000 back.
I mean, he's gonna die before he sells it. Realistically,
Who is?
the father.
No. So
Son.
the son is...
The Holy Spirit.
Amen. He's conducting this sale. So the son is handling renovations, and then he's handling the sale.
Gotcha.
So he sells the house. I forget what the number was, but he sells it for much more than the investment was for. However, he does not give his father the $500,000 back. And that causes an irreparable rift between
That'll do it.
Thomas and his son, Brian.
So he like made money off this investment and kept the money.
Yes.
That's dirty.
He's a little badass. And on top of this, he does the same thing to a friend. A friend...
He scores another $500,000 after this?
Same thing. Does not pay the friend back. And also, he gets into writing bad checks. Isn't that fun?
In the mid-2000s, I mean, fucking Catch Me If You Can was already out.
I know, man. That's what fired everybody up. It got me writing bad
Yeah.
checks.
They don't work the same way anymore.
We had fun, though.
You got close to an Aston Martin once. You saw one in a parking lot
I went
once.
to, I was on the outskirts of an outdoor car show and I almost saw it.
I think I heard one.
But he was writing bad checks, too. He wrote over $30,000 in bad checks.
Holy shit.
A little bit of a spender, this guy.
Not as much as I thought he would have gotten away with.
I mean, he had $1 million in disposable income on top of this. So I think the bad checks were just, I want to do something bad. Not out of necessity, man.
He's like jumping out of a plane.
You know, sometimes you just want to do something bad.
Yeah.
Like, Jake, I've seen you at strip clubs. It's like, you don't
You
need
haven't, but okay.
to be unfaithful. However, just because you're out there and the spirit catches you, you do it, right?
Yeah. Then why is the spirit a snitch?
No, hypothetically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hypothetically, you are licking the black off of a woman named Chocolate for $200.
And it's going to take a lot of licks to get it off.
That's not possible.
All right, well,
Is that something you've Googled before?
we're going to wait for your episode of Mythbusters to prove it possible, Jake. But, Jake, this is a very sweet moment in Brian Walsh's life. In 2008, he falls in love. He meets a woman named Anna Nip. Oh, my God. I can't believe I forgot this. I got to tell you this about his inpatient treatment center. I found out his psychiatrist's name. Guess what Brian Walsh's psychiatrist's name was?
Is this a HIPAA violation if we say this? Or
I don't give a fuck.
What,
It makes me laugh, so I don't give a
If
fuck.
Mike knows it, it is public knowledge.
okay. Yes, it's true. And he just said Anna Nip. So if this is a what kind of doctor?
It's a psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist? Dr. Brain.
I'm out of guesses, man.
Dr. Titman.
That's awesome.
TITTMAN.
The exact thing I was going to guess. God damn it.
Man, could you imagine, like, you're diagnosed with something horrible that is going to deeply affect your family, and having to look those people in the eye and say, hello, I'm Dr. Titman.
And you have cancer. I know he's a psychologist, but
They can do it, too.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you
He
want
also
when you're a
has the
doctor.
powers of a cancer-smelling dog.
How do those dogs work?
I do not know.
They smell it, and then when
Then they
smell it,
bark
sit.
the melody to Crossroads by Bone Thugs and Harmony, Jake? Is that what they do?
Didn't realize it was a rhetorical question. I'm sorry, Mike.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No.
What do the dogs do now?
No, that was a better answer.
Am I barking up the wrong tree, Jake? No, I have a serious question. How do
Yeah.
cancer dogs
They
do what they
sniff
do?
it and then they sit. That's what they do.
Well, what do they smell?
They get trained to smell it. I don't.
It's
fucking
not
know.
for us to know.
Yeah.
Those are dogs, man.
I don't know. I feel like dogs are really, they're getting a lot of jobs that they shouldn't have.
I know with drugs, they specifically train them to do different functions per the narcotic.
Mhm. When I smell drugs, I take more money out of my pocket and give it to the man.
Man, that thing you shared sent me down a rabbit hole today about Xanax use.
Oh, yeah.
That is scary.
Yeah.
Were you a Xanny guy?
I tried it once and it just incapacitated me and I hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not fun.
No, it made me go to sleep for a very long time. I don't have a problem sleeping.
Were they worse for you than Quaaludes would be?
I don't know. I never had a Quaalude.
No, neither did I. But man, Wolf of Wall Street made it look so fucking cool.
It did, man.
Just try to land a helicopter and then crawl your way to your Ferrari. God,
But Brian Walsh meets Anna Nip at the
sorry.
Wheatley Hotel in Lenox, where he fixed up that house. Isn't that lovely? She's married at the time. She's married to the damn chef at the hotel, Jake.
Oh no.
Yep. Finally, she leaves the chef in 2014, and at this time, she's probably having a relationship with Brian before that.
Yeah.
But in 2014, they could be together.
Sounds like a recipe for divorce right there, Mike.
Well, I'm going to give you another recipe for divorce, Jake. Mo violence.
Oh no.
That's my Paula Dean coming out. Jake, Brian Walsh threatens to kill Anna Nip. They're not even a year into the relationship, and he's threatening to kill her.
That's a bad sign.
It is very bad.
Well, they're a year into the allowed relationship.
True.
But could have been years into the affair.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And you both know affairs are hot and heavy. So he threatens to kill her. She files a police report. Eventually, she withdraws the charges, so that goes away. It doesn't get brought up again until later on, where there's some really spooky stuff going on. 2015, they get married. 2016, they start having kids. They have 3 children together, Jake.
Wow. That's not that long ago.
No. 2016 is when he gets into some bad boy painting stuff. He gets into fraudulent paintings. So he's got a friend in South Korea who collects high-end art. And through seeing this high-end art, he's able to shop pieces around. So he flies around the world selling art. And in being able to travel with this extensive art collection, he's able to meet some unsavory characters who are well-versed in duplicating art. And this guy's able to duplicate this series of Warhol paintings that's referred to as the Shadows. You ever seen that?
Probably. I've been to his museum in Pittsburgh, but I wouldn't remember what it was.
Okay.
I told you about the piss stuff. You would
Yeah,
like
you
that.
just did. I appreciated that.
Yeah.
Did you know it was going to be duplicates? I had an idea.
You know what? I think I saw a documentary maybe about this guy, where they have like these guys, like you said, like perfectly copy their styles and create duplicates. But there you go.
It can't be that hard for that.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, well, now somebody with a trained eye can tell the difference. So
Right, yeah.
He puts them on
just
eBay.
don't show anybody with a fucking trained eye your art, man.
Dude, he was pretty slick about this too. And I think he knew this is how the game worked. So this is why he was able to get away with this.
eBay seems troubling.
I know.
Not sure I would buy, tens of thousands of dollars of art pieces on eBay.
I'm barely buying racist Asian glasses off eBay. That's all right. I need to cross-reference the guy who's selling those.
Bro, they're so cheap for a 10-pack on Amazon. What are you doing on eBay?
How much do you think I can get them for on Amazon? And I'll tell you what I paid for them on eBay.
How about you can get 10 for 10 on Amazon?
I bought 1 for $20 on eBay.
Jesus Christ, Mike.
They're really nice Asian glasses, Jake. Do you want me to put them on?
No.
I do. So we're split.
It's
It's up to you.
They also threw in a pair of fake teeth for me too.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Well, I got them. All right. So I got a good deal. Hey, we'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, Freeze Pipe. Getting high is all about relaxing. You can't relax if you're hacking up a lung. Upgrade to a freeze pipe and get all the fun without the throat burn, chest pain, or coughing attacks. Their secret is the freezable chamber. Just pop that baby in the freezer for 1 hour. When the smoke passes through the chamber, it cools down by over 300 degrees. JD, you got to tell me what freeze pipe is all about, brother.
Bro, I love the freeze pipe so much. I haven't smoked a bong in years. Honestly, because it's fucking hot smoke going in your thing, and then if you put the ice cubes in it, water ends up rising. You got to be on top of it, and it's fucking annoying. So I just didn't smoke a bong for years, and I got one of these. Game changer, dude. It rules. I take it in the backyard, rip it, huge rip,
Damn.
blow out a ton of smoke, and it feels absolutely nothing of a cough or anything like that. I love this thing so much.
I haven't used it, but I will say it does look cool as shit.
Yeah, it's
when that
pretty.
box came, I almost wanted to keep one just to show it off and have it as a conversation piece.
Yeah, you should. You should put some flowers in it.
Jake, what'd you do with yours?
Oh man, same. A lot of flowers through the house. They look amazing. Oh my god.
Freeze Pipe is American-owned with over 100,000 happy customers. Freeze Pipe is your solution to smoking like royalty without paying a king's ransom. Shop now at thefreezepipe.com and use code STINKER for 10% off your entire order. Thefreezepipe.com and code STINKER for 10% off. Order today to get free shipping and say goodbye to harsh smoke forever. That's Freeze Pipe, baby. But Jake, he lists these paintings, which are fraudulent, on eBay. And they're worth $240,000. He says he only wants $100,000 for them because he's making some much needed renovations to his home and he needs the cash fast.
Yeah, I need these paintings that take up so much space to get out of here.
The person,
Yeah.
I heard you. I'm sorry. Were you saying something about me?
Just looked at him.
All right, I apologize. So there's an art guy, a guy who runs an art gallery in Los Angeles named Ron Rivlin. Does that name do anything to you?
No, I'm too confused to really take in the name.
Yeah.
So this guy sees the paintings. So he sends his assistant to Boston to meet with this fucker to be like, all right, see if they're legit. Let me know your first impression, and if your impression's good, I'm going to send a cashier's check. All right. Ron Rivlin sends his assistant to Boston to meet with Brian Walsh to check out the paintings. And he's like, all right, when you see them, step aside for a moment, then give me a call and tell me what you think. So she sees them. She calls up Ron Rivlin and he's like, all right, what's your first impression? She's like, well, he's a very cool guy and he has a Prada bag. That was her first impression. She's like, I think you should buy them. So the guy's like, all right, I'm going to send a cashier's check for $80,000. So Brian Walsh gets a cashier's check for $80,000 for these paintings. Asked for 100. He's like, all right, can you do 80? He's like, all right, sold. Brian Walsh gets the money. And when the assistant brings the paintings back to Los Angeles, the art guy, Ron Rivlin, he unscrews the frame to the painting, and apparently with these paintings that are worth a ton of money, there's some kind of authentication that's affixed to it. It's not there. And on top of that too, there's strings hanging from the canvas, so that's like a telltale sign that it's been recently cut. So it's not the painting. And he goes to stop payment on the check. The check has already been cashed. And Brian Walsh has already withdrawn like $35,000 of that $80,000.
How many days are between? Like less than a week?
Less than that, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like 3 days.
Huh.
So
some fucking Ocean's 12 kind of shit.
yeah, I'm on his side up until
With
this point because I like this kind of
Night
stuff.
Fox.
Yeah, this is fun.
So he tries to get a hold of Brian Walsh. Brian Walsh isn't returning texts. He's not returning calls. So Ron Rivlin starts calling his wife and his mother. It says, your husband and your son ripped me off for my fucking paintings and I want my money back. So when his wife starts busting his balls and his mom starts busting his balls, he's like, all right, let me see what I can figure out. He gives him back, I think, 30 G's, but doesn't pay the rest of the money back. At that point, Ron Rivlin contacts the FBI. The FBI raids his home, and in May of 2018, he's charged with wire fraud.
Just for that one deal?
Well, there was that one, and then for ripping off his friend in South Korea for something similar, he's also charged for that.
So are there other people that bought paintings from him on eBay that just don't even know that they're fake?
I don't know. I don't know that anybody else did buy paintings, but this doesn't seem like the kind of thing where you just stop at a couple.
Right. Unless you're caught immediately, like he was, because fucking the OG Art Riven popped in. Fucking
Big Ron.
With the fucking mute on the blooker, dude.
How fast do you think that assistant was fired when they came back?
She's probably very hot, so she probably still has a job.
Yeah, I think I need a Prada bag.
Dude, she described
also
him
has
as a
an
really
assistant.
cool guy. Like,
He's pretty
Yeah.
cool, and he's got a Prada bag.
It's not an impression; it's an abstract. Just confuses the question completely.
and this is very sad. Can you hold Jake's hand for this one?
no.
In 2018, Brian Walsh's father passes away.
Oh man.
Before the body's even cold, Brian goes over to the house, gathers up whatever kind of documentation he can gather up, and is able to convince a bank teller to give him access to his father's accounts, and he's able to withdraw $75,000 from his father's bank.
In cash. Holy shit. That's what
Now-
withdrawal is.
On top of this, too, the father leaves a will on his desk. And the father's friend comes by when he knows he's not doing well, and he notices the will on the desk, and he happens to take pictures of what's contained within the will because he knows there's bad blood between the son and he knows the son is an unscrupulous little fucker and might do something to this if he has access to the will before anybody else. So fortunately, the dad's friend takes pictures of the will. What do you think the dad left Brian Walsh in the will?
Nothing.
His best wishes.
That's nice.
Something tells me he doesn't mean that.
No, that was so mean of him. Like, you could have left something, you know.
He took $500,000
I
from
know,
him.
To
but
my son, I bequeath my best wishes.
leave
There
your
is a
pog
jar with
slammers.
an old fart in it under the bed.
There you go.
It is yours.
That's what I would have left for him.
A fart jar.
Just something to remember me by.
And to my son, the trash needs to be taken out.
I do want to add this though. So,
It's fucking trash night and it's raining.
oh, I'm so sorry, John.
I just sunk into a steep depression.
Oh,
Gotta come back from this.
Bring him back, Jake,
bring it back.
with your mouth.
Oh,
On my penis.
nah. Pause.
Almost had his ass.
But Jake, I can't wait to die.
It would be gay for him to suck my dick, but it would not be gay for me to get my dick sucked by him. if
It would
that
not be
makes
gay
sense.
because you're upset about Trash Day,
Yeah.
and Jake's a good friend.
Yeah, I hate when my friends are in dark places.
So,
Yeah, so why don't you brighten up my day?
son,
I'll let you keep all your weird loose teeth in.
yeah, how hot would it be if like Jake's about to suck your dick and he's taking his teeth out one by one?
Why are they individuals?
Because they don't all come out at once.
I know, I'm saying that to him.
And why are you dancing while you take them out?
Oh, he's moving. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's
Jake, put him back in, man.
every single one of them's bleeding. I don't think it's supposed to come out.
So the FBI raids his house in May of 2018. So this causes problems between Brian and his wife.
Yeah, it'll start an argument for sure.
I know. So I doesn't sound like the relationship was good leading up to that point, but however, this really sets it on a bad course, Jake.
Yeah. We're getting some John. Oh, wait. No.
Jagged John.
Almost.
All right, yeah. Let's go.
Buddy, that was a long ride you just took with that thing.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, congrats.
I'm out of gas.
You said stupid things for that long.
Thank you.
Jack said, John, take off the Ghirardelli. Or, yeah. Ghirardelli,
It doesn't say that.
Old chocolate head. That's what Jake was saying to that stripper. He was like,
It's a Ghirardelli's joke. He parked in the garage there last year. He knows about it.
put it in Ghirardelli.
That was a cool little whole thing in there. I'd never been
Square?
inside there.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were going to compliment my joke
Oh, no. I was trying to detract from it.
because it's parking Ghirardelli.
Ah, dude, I didn't even want to hear the first time. Yeah, there's like
Damn,
little,
Mike's getting it back.
Well, my time with you has been well spent, but back to where you belong.
All right. Man, I couldn't imagine losing custody of my children. I felt so bad to let this thing go for about 38 seconds. Now that I have it back.
Yeah, you probably got cold.
I did. My nipples are rock hard. Oh my God, Jake. So after the FBI raided the residence, all right, we're fast forwarding to March of 2022.
Was he just in jail or out on bond for those 6 years?
No, dude. So he wasn't
years?
sentenced yet. He was on the verge of being sentenced to probation because it seemed as though he was doing all the right things, and he really, he's a con artist. He can really present himself well. However, right before his sentencing date, somebody rats him out and lets the prosecution know that, look, he's got a lot more money than he's leading on. On top of that, too, his mother just lent him $500,000.
So the FBI had him in custody but did not have access to all of his accounts? These are secret accounts, or
I don't know how he had it configured.
Stopped looking at him for a time?
I don't know, but I mean, he comes from a wealthy family, so odds are they were able to kind of make it go away.
Yeah.
However, when it was going to be made public that he had much more money than he was leading on, they're just like, all right, we got to rethink sentencing, so they were able to delay it. He wasn't sentenced until fucking February, last month.
Wow.
So he was initially supposed to be sentenced in, I think, 2022, but he wasn't sentenced until February, a few weeks ago, and he got sentenced to 37 months in prison, and he's currently appealing it.
But there's also a murder involved?
We're getting to it, brother.
Wait.
So there's still hounding him on the art shit when he's
Also,
going to get tried for murder, too?
You just said somebody told the prosecutors he borrowed $500K from his mom lent him $500K.
Yeah.
Is that in addition to the other $500K?
Yes.
Dude.
$1.5 million for free.
Man.
Pretty cool.
You just got to
Pretty
get ripped.
cool guy,
you just got to
man.
rip off the ones you love.
Pretty cool. My parents would give that to me. I know they would. They would give me the shirts off their back.
Yeah.
My mother would walk around tits out if I asked for her shirt, and I might do that.
Sounds like a lovely beach vacation coming up this summer for you, Mike.
Thank you very much. I was, I didn't do it, but I was asked to submit a picture of my mother to the Legion of Skanks Hot Moms bracket. And I just didn't feel like going over to my parents' house, but I know there's a picture of my mom looking very beautiful with a fat ass. And I think she could have won the bracket.
Hey, well, there's always next year.
I know. Man. But, John, you're going to like this, man. In March of 2022, Brian Walsh's wife, Anna, she gets a job at a real estate firm in D.C. So, mind you, I mentioned they have 3 kids together.
But they're separated at this point.
They're still together. However, when she accepts this job in D.C., Brian's got to stay in the Boston area as stipulations of his release relative to his art fraud charges.
So he's acting up.
Well, not yet. She's acting up. So he's in Boston with the kids, and she's in D.C., and Brian becomes convinced that she's carrying on with the fella in D.C. You know how that goes, man. Jake, you get lonely.
Especially D.C., you know, there's the giant Washington Monument.
You know, you want to put your D in some C?
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the boner statue aspect of it, though.
You're putting your D in some C, and then you're washing it a ton.
Trying to fill up that White House tunnel.
He puts his D and C so much that he is washing it a ton.
Wait, what's C?
Come.
Wait, why would you do that, Mike?
It's just what you're into.
So, Jake, this is March of 2022. She heads to D.C. without him. They're separated for almost the entire year. She comes back to the D.C. area for New Year's Eve 2022. Isn't that nice? The whole family's back together.
Yeah.
They have some friends over to the house to have dinner. Brian cooks for everybody. Really nice setup, Jake.
That sounds like a good time.
It does. 1:30 a.m. on January 1st, 2023 is the last time that Anna Walsh is seen alive, Jake.
I don't like that.
I know you don't.
Was that part of her resolutions to get lost? No.
Jake, very insensitive.
No, I'm not trying to be. Some people want solitary, confinement.
I'll tell you what, though.
Give me that helmet. Give me that. Give me that.
I play by the
not
rules.
Up to you, Jake. That just shows that being the fucked up guy at a party can save somebody's life.
It truly can.
Everybody was done partying by 1:30. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Give me that
I'm going
helmet.
through the beer tub and then going through the fridge in every room of the house because every room of a rich person's house has a fridge.
Yep.
Or so I've heard.
If I was at this party, and I truly believe this in my heart of hearts, I would be standing in the study naked, throwing up everywhere.
Give me that.
She is all right. So we get to this is January 1st. It's the last time she's seen 1:30 a.m. She's supposed to go back to DC.
The party died.
It did.
I hate when New Year's party died.
I know, isn't
At
it sad?
1? Oh my God. Let's keep going, y'all.
I know.
Y'all got jobs? Y'all shouldn't have jobs. Y'all should have podcasts. Now stay up with me.
Oh fuck, Jay, give it back. What the fuck, man?
What? I love this chat so
Yeah,
much.
the chat is winning tonight.
Spectre 117, Michael, I'm your mother. Let me see those titties, brother.
Would you be able to pick your mom's tits out of a lineup?
100%.
That's troubling.
Yeah.
What my mother lacks in tits, she
worrisome.
makes up for in kindness. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, I don't even want to start thinking about what it means, but I already am. You're saying your mom's a surfboard?
Not far off.
I'm sorry.
That's all right, man. It's, she had a big fat ass once, so that ass was an endless summer.
An endless bum. Q, John.
So Jake,
Sal, Joe.
January 4th, 2023. Anna's colleagues, they're like, all right, she should be here. I know she's not answering her phone. That is completely out of character.
Yeah.
They contact the police, and when Brian becomes aware that they've contacted police, he contacts them as well to say, hey, my wife's missing.
Yeah. I should probably call them too.
Yep. Now, I'm going to read you a couple things. So Brian was busy between January 1st and January 4th. I'm going to give you an idea of what he was up to. So
This is what he said, or there's a corroboration to this?
it's a corroboration.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just say corroborate.
Yeah, man.
All right.
All right, but I'm going to be very, very quiet because I'm hunting rabbits.
Did I say it wrong?
You said corroboration.
yeah.
He's a corroboration.
Yeah, are there stories that corroborate?
That is not the word. Yeah.
What is it?
I'll take the unlimited mozzarella sticks
How do
from
you say it?
Coabas.
How do you say it?
Corroborate.
Corroborate.
There's an R in there?
It's two R's, dude.
Well, there's two R's on this couch, and there's two R's in that word.
Well, let's get
Well,
that.
actually, there's three R's. So, all right, yeah.
There's all
yeah.
the Johns coming in, pouring in, like Wayne.
Can they corroborate the story?
All right, there's three R's, much like this podcast. But so between January 1st and 2nd,
Buckle that shit up.
I don't like feeling dumb.
you're not though. You
No,
just
I am. I've been saying that word wrong my entire life.
well, friends
I've never-
correct you. And
I've never
you-
had to say it.
John, you've just been corrected by thousands of friends who listen to this podcast. So just look at it that way.
Jake, what are they saying?
John, and also buckle up.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. I was saying like cooperate. There's no W in that. It's COO. Thought it was COOB.
No,
But
you
much
say
to
that
my
one fine.
much to my chagrin, there are two R's following the
He's
first
visibly shook right
CO.
now.
I know. And John, Nick says it's actually pronounced correct.
Is this Nick? Come to one of the live shows. I fucking dare you, dude.
John, it's all right, man. I mispronounce shit all the time.
I
Welcome to
know,
the club.
but you took fucking 20 years to get an associate's degree. So it's kind of implied.
All right, so do you guys want to hear what Brian Walsh was up to in the days leading up to his wife being reported missing?
That he reports his wife missing.
And her coworkers do as well.
Okay, that's on the 4th. Okay, what was he doing?
So police investigate and police are able to corroborate through video evidence at the following stores.
That sounds right to me. Say it again, honestly. Say it.
HC called you. It's actually, or no, Devin called you. It's actually Jon Delcollo.
Mike, would you say it again?
Corroborate.
Say it. You said it wrong, right, but just before on purpose.
I did
right?
not. I said corroborate incorrectly to accentuate how dumb you are. And I said corroborate correctly to accentuate how much more intelligent I am.
Okay. Start it over.
All right. So January 1st, Brian Walsh went to Lowe's. And when he was at Lowe's, he was observed on video buying 5 5-gallon buckets, a Lennox high-tension handsaw, 48 terry cloth towels, a framing hammer, a Tyvek full coverage suit, shoe guards, a mop, snips, 200 disposable rags, trash bags, Murphy oil soap, and a few other cleaning products. And then he went to CVS.
Dude, that is like a joke.
Dude,
I'm still spinning here out of embarrassment. Just so you know, I'm not in my body right now. But
Welcome to my world, pal.
come on, dude. You have to go
Dude.
so far away from your home
Yeah.
to go to Home Depot. I'm talking states away to get
get-
all this shit. And you still don't buy it all at once.
You get one thing at each
Dude,
place.
he bought the murder kit at Home Depot at Lowe's.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
They just had a convenient little setup in the
Yeah,
front of the
a
store.
shovel, a couple bags of lye.
bro, he goes to 5 different stores. He also goes to CVS and he buys 13 bottles of hydrogen peroxide.
Wait, he went to 5 different of Lowe's? He did go?
5 different stores. So he goes
So
to
he was
CVS.
trying to mix it up, and they found all 5
Yep.
footage?
Wow.
Yep.
How do you know how far they were from where he was living?
All right, so
Did he go out like way out of his way?
I don't know where these are in conjunction to where he lives, but I do know the names of the places. Danvers, Swampscott, Norwell, and Rockland. Are you going to corroborate this for us?
Give me a moment for corroboration.
Jake, he also stops at a place called Stop and Shop where he buys 3 64-ounce jugs of ammonia. And then the following day, he stops at Home Goods where he buys 3 area rugs and some scented candles. Then after that, he stops at Home Depot and he buys 3 5-gallon buckets with leak-proof lids, a hatchet, plastic sheeting, 24 pounds of baking soda, and another Tyvek suit.
Dude, that guy is fucking dumb.
Wait, it gets better.
It does sound like he went to a lot of different places, but not far enough, man. You have to, like, drive 5 hours away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro, get a load of this. All right, so between January 1st and January 3rd, he makes a number of Google searches on his son's iPad.
Oh, you got to do it at the Apple Store.
Brother,
With a
The
mask
library,
on.
right?
Library you could, but you got to be in disguise. You cannot be recognizable on camera. So
do a
glasses,
finger
hat,
mustache.
finger mustache tattoo, hipster freak bitch, and a mask. You're allowed to wear a mask now anywhere.
He did have a mask on in the store, but he looks like an ogreish freak, so you could tell it's him.
Fuck, dude, you gotta. I guess I don't know. Work out or change your body shape in one day.
Now, remember that I mentioned 1:30 was the last time that Anna was seen alive by a friend. So the first search comes at 4:55 a.m., so this is roughly 3.5 hours later. He starts Googling on his son's iPad, how long before a body starts to smell, how to stop a body from decomposing, 10 ways to dispose of a dead body if you really want to.
No, he does not put in 10 ways. He's looking for BuzzFeed articles. A listicle on fucking...
Number 9, hungry squirrels.
I mean, doesn't this immediately pop up some kind of alert on Google in general? Like, do you have to search dark web for
No,
this?
this is all regular ass Google. Bro, he keeps... Listen to the rest of these searches. How long for someone to be missing to inherit?
Dude, this is
Jesus.
like a bad Hallmark murder movie.
Also,
Let me give that one another try. Corroboration. It sounds right when I say it.
Mike, wouldn't just like getting a VPN completely erase all of that?
I don't think he had that level of forethought, Jake. But on top of this, wait to hear the rest of them. Can you throw away body parts?
How to spell corroborate?
What does formaldehyde do?
Dude,
How long does DNA last? Can identification be made on partial remains? Dismemberment and the best way to dispose of a body. How to clean blood from wooden floor. Luminol to detect blood. What happens when you put body parts in ammonia? Is it better to put crime scene clothes away or wash them?
Could you imagine being the kid and be like, can I have my fucking iPad back, dude? I'm trying to watch Bluey.
Yeah, I just want to play fucking Club Penguin. Like, are you done doing mob murder fucking Google searches? But wait, he continues. The next day, he's like, all right, hacksaw, best tool to dismember. Can you be charged with murder without a body? Can you identify a body with broken teeth?
Jesus.
Then finally, on January 3rd, what happens to hair on a dead body? What is the rate of decomposition of a body found in a plastic bag compared to on a surface in the woods? Can baking soda mask or make a body smell good?
This is like a little curious third grader on like the tour of a morgue. Who's like, and does ammonia get rid of the bones too?
Who's hairier, Greek or Italian women? No, I made that one up.
That's Mike. Jesus Christ.
He got distracted. I mean, you got to bop off at some point.
Yeah.
Urges come for all men.
Hungry
They truly
milfs?
do.
What a search.
Dude, that's insane. That's like, is that like 20, 25 fucking
I wouldn't
of
doubt
the
it.
most, let alone, those are suspicious.
But dog,
When they're all back to back, you should have the authorities at your house instantly with that kind of shit.
and here's what I wonder: like, if you clear your search history, can they still
Yeah.
get
It's
to
never
this
gone
stuff?
forever.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I think the FBI just has to
Man.
subpoena like your web company or Apple or some shit, you know?
Mike, that makes me think about the priest
They
you used to
probably
work
don't even
for.
have to fucking.
The guy who's up for sainthood.
Yeah,
If you could see their Google history, what they've, you know what I mean? Somebody who's being nominated for a saint,
yeah.
seeing their Google searches.
You could cancel him. Would you cancel a saint?
Nah, he was a good guy. Like, I just didn't want to do anything for him.
You were just freaked out by a weird old guy.
I did, and like, it's touching a man's face with a phone, and
Yeah.
it's not something I want to do again.
It's not something you should have done in the first place.
I know somebody's got to do it.
Especially you.
Thank you. Man, I just wanted to sit there, watch my shows, and beat off, man. Answer a phone every now and again.
Well, maybe you were the right boy to work at the rectory. And I mean rectory. Rectum, I mean, can we make it a different name?
The fuckery.
The little boy's buttholery.
Mr. Megorium's molestatorium. Jake, so January 4th is when she's reported missing. On January 8th, after discovering all these purchases that Brian Walsh made, and after discovering all of these searches that he made on his friggin' son's iPad, Brian Walsh is arrested.
He tries to give them a painting.
They still don't have a body, though. So initially, he's arrested for misleading police.
Okay.
Dude.
Get him for whatever you can.
Right. And then eventually, 10 days later, they do charge him with murder, but as of this day, they have not recovered the remains.
How many
Time out.
days after his shopping spree did they have
man.
him in custody?
Less than a week.
That's his wife?
Yeah, beautiful lady, man.
God.
Yeah, immigrated from Serbia. Just a real looker. Yeah, real sad case, Jake.
Can we enhance the woman?
Brother.
Computer enhance.
Somebody just Googled and said, is that John's mugshot?
He's talking about the fella.
Yeah.
And that is 100%. Yeah, he looks better than me.
I've been drinking for 4 days here.
That is my exact
Dude, so
headline.
they were able to convict him of murder without a body.
He hasn't been going to trial yet.
Oh, I thought you wrapped up in February.
No, that was the art trial.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
So he's still awaiting trial for the murder. And
Seems like who cares about the art now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this guy's, I guess, for money.
Right.
They're still trying to get.
yeah, because he was the one was about inheritance. She had a $2.7 million life insurance policy. And I just want to add too that the reason why they felt like they had enough to charge him with murder is because they found blood and a bloody knife in the basement.
Okay.
All that
It wasn't the murder kit that he bought on camera from 5 different murder stores.
And
or
all you can kill kit.
Yeah, or the fucking childlike imaginative Google searches. Well, he was putting corroborate just so it sounded like his little boy was doing the Googling.
I mean, if I was him, I would argue the defense would be like, I was doing your job, cops. You know, if this guy has my wife and they've murdered her.
I want to know how much time it would take for the acid to turn her bones into dust.
So I could find her.
You got to put yourself in the mind of the killer.
Yeah, spend a few weeks Googling things before you go out and hit the pavement.
On your son's iPad.
So she's never been found.
Ah, man, you brought us back to reality.
Yeah.
We were having fun, Jake. Now look at us.
You guys need a reality check every now and then, man.
You're right.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes corroborate.
Yeah. That's Jon Delcollo, Esquire, the corroborator.
Dude.
You're going to need the corroborator on the case tonight.
This fall on CBS at 9 o'clock, the corroborator.
No, it was a situation where I thought
Crossing
it was
his arms too far.
You do the thing where you pretend you're making out with a girl.
But it's still the front view.
Dylan O'Brien makes a great point. He says, how to frame my son for murder. What if you frame one of the kids, dude? Truly nuts, man. It's insane that people think they can get away with murder.
Yeah. It's insane that, I don't know, I just feel like I would drive a really, really far way.
You're really hung up on the stores.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's the number one.
Yeah.
There's a certain radius where they're just not going to.
He uses his
check
debit card
cameras,
at everyone.
Face fucking pay on the phone.
Jack Rush asks if we can change the kumquat hour to the corroborate hour.
Looks like you just did that, Jack.
Man.
It's not how I would have spelled cooperate. Corroborate.
Oh, ooh, man, that came out so smooth.
You like that?
I did.
I need to start reading
I thought you were
again,
a
big
lawyer.
time.
But yeah, didn't you work at a lawyer's office before?
It wasn't criminal law. It's insurance and
It was
estate
criminal
stuff.
law.
No, I do have to.
No wonder it didn't work out at the law office.
Fuck yeah! I moved to LA and started comedy. I moved back and started comedy again. No, I do have to really hammer this home that it's a COOBERATE is how I thought it was spelled. Corroborate.
It doesn't help.
But that's
no,
how
it does.
How would you say cooperate is spelled if
Right.
you had never heard that?
It's as though the P's and the B's were switched out.
Mm-hmm.
I get it now. Mm-hmm. Still sound like a dumb fuck.
I sure did. And I'm going to live it down. I mean, they still call me Jagged, and it's been 6 months. So this is going to be hard to shake. Maybe I just won't show up for a while.
John's sick tonight.
I love New England. Have you guys been there? We're going there soon.
We're going there.
The hour has begun.
Yes.
Rest in peace to that beautiful woman.
Yeah, lovely lady,
Just
man. I hope
wondering.
they find her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy is clearly going to go to jail for murder for a long time.
Should. Throw away the key.
Sounds like they're not going to really find the body in one
No.
piece. So let's put a button on that and never talk about anything that we've discussed for the last hour.
That sounds good.
Forget everything we just talked about so we can start talking about the beautiful New England
Clam
landscape.
chowder.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
I
Dude, the
can't
place
wait.
that we're going to is right next to Faneuil Hall. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
It's really a
right
beautiful
next to
area.
it, dude.
Yeah, if anybody watching lives in the Boston area, where Little Snickers Live is coming to the White Bull Tavern April 5th, man, we're gonna have a blast there. I love that fucking place.
Right there by the harbor, next to Faneuil Hall. We can go into the fake Cheers. They have
I passed by it. I didn't go in.
the real one or the fake one. There's the real establishing shot building.
I didn't go to that one. I walked past the fake Cheers then.
In Faneuil Hall. Yeah, where all the touristy shit is. I'll be getting some chowder in there. They're not going to be able to. Oh, I heard White Bull Tavern has a lot of chowder. I'm going to get 3 chowders while I'm there.
Okay.
Maybe I should only get 1 bread bowl.
What are you going to get?
Keep it tight, you know?
Clam.
No. It's going to be 3
Lobster.
clams. 3 clams. Cum chowder. You sick fuck. What have you been looking at on the internet?
You don't want to know.
I can corroborate it.
Let's get his son's iPad.
Never had the red.
I never have either.
Will die never having had it.
And I'm not a cream lover.
Oh, I love a cream-based soup.
Yeah,
but
no shit, man. But I do think New England clam chowder is tasty.
That's the only cream-based soup you'll go for?
I can't think of another.
Not baked potato soup at a Bennigan's?
No.
Too creamy?
Yeah, it's just too rich for me.
Clam chowder is definitely a thinner cream compared to a baked potato soup or a.
I'm still not into it, man. I like a liquidy.
But you will have chowder with
Swallow.
me in Boston, of course.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Come
We'll
on,
give
man.
you a little sample.
Dude.
We have
Women
it on.
room.
I just need a straw.
They don't often even have.
Yeah, we're gonna put Jake's chowder in a coconut.
You have a boba tea straw.
Yeah. Carrying a bread bowl just around like a coconut.
$3. How you gonna suck? Trash night. That means I'm gonna pop open on one of these fucking beers.
Let's go. Get Jake one too. Jake's
let's do
thirsty,
it.
man.
You grab me a beer. Grab you 2-1 scroll.
Man, look how many liquids we got in front of us.
So many liquids.
We really tried so many different ones. If any,
Yeah,
if
maybe
any,
the Patreon is getting to our heads.
I thought you were handing me one, baby.
No,
Oh my god.
Maybe on the road after a couple chowders.
Oh my god.
No, you got to turn 50 first.
Yeah, that's my thing, man.
Yeah, we really are moving that birthday up.
Yeah.
Maybe on your 41st
41st.
birthday.
Yeah, that's when
How old are you?
I'm 41st.
We should have done it 3 years ago.
I was born the same day as Colin Firth.
Remember the cuth of. Maybe the beer
that's
will straighten
right.
me up.
He did have a speech impediment.
Who did?
Colin
Firth?
Firth. Yeah, the
King's
King's
speech?
horses. Yeah, the horse was the one that did the talking for him.
The horse put peanut butter in
Yeah,
his gums.
they actually shoved the carrot in Colin Firth's asshole to get him to talk correctly.
Boy, what are we gonna do in Boston?
We're also going to be in Hartford, Connecticut. I don't think we mentioned that on the show yet. The next night, April 6th, we're in Hartford, Connecticut. So
That's 100 miles from Boston.
wherever
That's
my Hartford
perfect.
heads are at, come out and see us, man.
Shit.
I think it's called Parkville Market. I think the place is called.
Okay.
I looked up tours of Fenway.
Mhm.
They leave on the hour every hour.
Ooh.
Yes.
I would love to go. I would love to see a game there, but if I can at least get my feet wet and get my feet on the field and eat some dirt, that would be enough.
I'll feed you some fucking dirt, friend. So you will not count it as having seen a game at the stadium.
I don't know. Maybe I would.
So you went to Cleveland.
I did.
Do you say that you've been to Cleveland Stadium now?
I do say it.
All right. Well, I caught you red-handed.
Yeah.
Damn. Do they let you go near the bases?
No, I was the only one on the tour, so I got a little more access than I should have. So the lady let me roam around a bit. There were players coming out too, where she was taking me.
No way.
Was there a game that day? Home?
No, there were guys that don't travel with the team, guys that are doing like rehab. I forget where the fuck the team was, but the rehab guys were still
They
there for a
stay,
workout.
get treated there.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Did you recognize anybody?
No.
Fucking losers. So you got in the dugout.
Yeah, we came out of the dugout.
They don't
the
let you
opposing
onto the
team
grass
dugout.
or the dirt.
You can go onto the dirt, and
Really?
once the guys started coming out, she's like, "We got to go back inside."
Because they were about to throw or like work
Yeah.
out on the field.
Yeah. Damn. It was cool. They had a what do they call it? Big Buck Hunter, that game. They had
Yeah.
that in the clubhouse.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
If you weren't on the field portion and you were having a tour in the stands and they started to work out on the field, you wouldn't have to leave, right?
They actually do. They do take you out or around the perimeter of the field, so it's like you can walk around like,
in like the 100 section.
Yeah, back where like you come out to like the fucking what do they call it? The warm up circle. What do they call
Yeah,
that?
the
On deck circle.
Yeah.
So you can walk past there and around. But the lady was giving me a little more privilege until the guys came out.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Was this the same field they shot Major League at?
No.
No.
Where the fuck was that? I don't think that was in Cleveland. I think that one was, it might have been Dodger Stadium.
No, because they would have had visible palm trees. You can tell Dodger Stadium.
Maybe it was Texas because it looked like the OG Rangers Stadium.
Okay.
Jeff's going to look it up for us. But it wasn't Cleveland. Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Oh, man, Rocco, the Red Wings and Avs have had some battles over the years, brother.
What's that mean?
They're rivals. So the Red Wings and Avs had a heated rivalry because Claude Lemieux cross-checked Chris Draper into the boards, and he broke a million bones in his face. And then that just ignited a years-long feud between the two teams.
The Avs are the Avalanche?
What do you think, dickhead?
I can't think of another team who could be.
The Avalanche, yeah.
I was going to just ask you who it was. Instead, I thought of it first.
Yep.
What's the strain? Whatever I'm smoking, brother, you don't want none of this shit. It is fucking a sativa that makes me take a nap at 6 p.m. and I woke up at 3:30. It is
I thought it's supposed to
Super
hype you
Silver
up.
Haze, I think. It is.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking these fucking goo guys are just putting whatever goes where and fits into who. And I'm not reaping the benefits. I got indicas that are making me anxious as hell, keeping me up all goddamn night, and then sativas that are making me nap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something's backwards.
Yeah.
Maybe it's my receptors.
Do you have anything to level the playing field? Like if you feel yourself getting carried away, you have one tried and true one where it's all right, if I have to go to sleep right now, I'll take this one.
Nah, Benadryl's the only thing that knocks my ass out.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, I love it so much.
I know it did do it to you.
Oh, that fart smells.
I know.
I don't got it yet.
Well, I pray that you
I still
don't.
got jerky scents, so I'm.
Cozy Boy Chronicles. Please come to Wisconsin, boys.
We're going to give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm going to see if we can package a Wisconsin date on our travels to Chicago.
But we'll be in Chicago, and that's not too far.
Yeah, May 25th, we're going to be in Chicago, and we're going to try to plan a show the day before and the day after as well.
Jack Rush wrote, "Nailed Milwaukee, John. Great work." Just saying it.
Oh, Nick, by the way,
you.
Nick asked yesterday on Twitter if we're coming to Milwaukee. Because we have nothing planned yet, Nick, if we end up going to Milwaukee, your tickets are on me there because I know you bought tickets to see us in Chicago.
Looks like you're going to have a stinking ass weekend there, Nick. Kind that makes you
Nick's the man.
forget your R's. It is the kind that makes you forget your R's. Guys, I really cannot harp on this enough. Hate to kick a dead horse, but I thought it was spelled C-O-O-B. Corroborate. No. I am getting fucking dumber.
That's better.
No, I'm getting stupid. I'm so ashamed of not knowing how that word was spelled. I only know it from fucking SVU at this point.
I would argue you're getting smarter because you've been saying corroborate your entire life and you've just learned it.
Yeah, by default. I guess. No, I just think it's a general indication.
You know what? Ignorance is bliss.
And that's why I'm so fucking happy. Maybe I shouldn't read.
HC, we're actually we're planning on coming to NorCal in the fall for a stinkers trip, and we got to plan some shows there too. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Once we get the dates set up, we're going to be trying to play at some damn comedy clubs around there.
Yeah, we finally got the ball rolling. It seems like shows are stacking up a little easier right now. Oh no, Cozy Boy Chronicles says fuck Milwaukee. Where are you at in Wisconsin, Cozy Boy?
What's the other town? Madison?
Yeah, it's college town.
Shit. Maybe we could do Madison if we don't do Milwaukee.
That would be fun. I'll do anywhere.
Yeah, you've made that clear.
Yeah, I'm so lonely, man. No, actually, I was for a while I was looking at maps of Wisconsin because there was a missing girl case, and I was trying to put it all together, and I was dead wrong. But however, it was a happy ending. The girl saved herself, and they put the guy away forever.
Good.
Yeah, so I became familiar with the landscape around Barron.
So did you fall down like a hole? Like you were searching, you found this missing girl case, you started sleuthing?
No, it was like a massive case.
Oh, okay.
And I think she was missing for maybe like 5 months or so.
Yeah.
And like during that, nothing about it made sense. It was so confusing.
Was she like over her friend's house?
No, she was home, and it was like the middle of the night.
Damn.
And a guy, it's a fucking chilling story. A guy was like, you know how sometimes like a school bus will come across and then traffic has to stop both ways?
Yeah.
Well, the school bus picked her up outside of her house, and this guy just happened to be the first in line. And as soon as he saw this girl, he just became infatuated with her.
Jesus
She was just walking to her
Christ.
fucking school bus, and at that point, he's like, I know she lives here. I'm going to take her. So he went a couple times, and then finally he went to the house
Oh my God.
with a shotgun, killed her mother too, kidnapped her, and kept her captive. I think it was like 2 hours away. But she ended up saving herself, yeah. So maybe we'll go there.
Sounds fun.
That's your light reading. Just hanging around the internet, found this.
Oh, Dylan's grandmom's turning 85. Tell her we said happy birthday.
85.
Lou Tibbs, I would definitely go see Mike in Camden. That would be something to see. Jake and I were in Camden last spring.
Oh yeah, for the Stained.
Yeah, what an
Godsmack.
insane configuration
Yeah.
to that fucking place. I think Camden should be leveled and they should put up the world's largest Dave and Buster's.
Oh my God.
That is
What a dream come true.
wow. What a
Anything better than the one in
That's
the
a
Philly
claim.
side of the river. That place is a nightmare. There's a section of that Dave and Buster's that just constantly smells like vomit. I think they hire a little kid to throw up there every single day.
Oh, I would love to come to Montreal. I've never been there. That's a place I've always wanted to visit.
Oh, Jeff is giving a nod as though he has spent some time at the Montreal
Yeah, he's
strip
partied.
clubs.
All right, Jeff's got to come with us to Montreal.
he's our concierge.
Heath, you mentioned last week coming through Memphis. How long are you in town? All right, I think the Do-Rag guys and I are just flying into Memphis, Heath, and then from there we're going to Columbus, Mississippi in a few weeks for a Porch Fest. That should be a lot of fun. So I don't think we're chilling in Memphis at all, man. Nick, you want to elaborate as to why you're not allowed in Canada? I would like to hear that.
DUI.
That's it?
That's all it takes.
Really?
You didn't know that you're not allowed to go into Canada if you have a DUI as an American? You didn't know that?
Stop it.
Bro, I'm
That's
not
real.
fucking kidding, dude. I'm dead serious.
That is real.
Shut
That's
the fuck
Canada's
up.
law for 10 years.
Why?
I don't know. It's the pussiest shit I've ever heard of in my
Insane.
entire life. Like, even if you're not driving, like flying in there and not even getting into a car, you're not allowed.
What the
You can't
fuck?
fly there. You can't drive there. They will not let you in through customs.
Are you fucking with me?
Bro,
No, that's real.
isn't it the most asinine thing you've ever heard of?
I can corroborate it.
Thank you, Jake. It sounds beautiful when you say it. It sounds perfect.
That is insane.
Are you safe to go?
I've never got a DUI,
Me
yeah.
neither, brother. And I should have got a bunch.
I'm going to
What
get one
about you,
there.
Jakey
Yeah,
boy.
clean
I do
as
have to
a-
renew my passport. That's going to take a while. Yeah, dude. I think I probably found that out 10 years ago. My friend said he was not allowed to go to Canada, and I was like, "What are you talking about? You've never even
I
been there."
instantly thought you were fucking with me, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Fucking nuts, man. We got to change that. He hate me. Do we have any haunted places trip planned? No, I would like to go to the Lizzie Borden house,
Yeah.
and then I also wanted to go to the Buffalo Bill house.
Oh, that's in
Around-
Buffalo Bill House is also in Boston.
No, that's Perryopolis, which is a suburb of Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, that's all the way on the other part of the world.
What city was?
But Lizzie Borden is near Boston.
Yeah,
It's New England, yeah.
Okay.
it's like in between Boston and
Was it
Salem.
Fall River?
Yeah, I think so. That sounds right.
Nick, what city was the child beauty pageant?
Heinous crime, they say. DUI is considered a heinous crime, even
Oh,
if
fuck
you
off,
don't
man.
even run over a little bug.
More like an anus crime.
That was in Mount Saint Sauveur. Lovely town.
That sounds perverted.
It does, yeah.
Virginia City. I would love to go to Virginia City. We should have gone there when we were in Truckee.
Man, how about that weather they're having?
Yeah, man.
We got another one to do after this.
Do you know about the weather though?
It's like 10 feet tall.
Yeah. They got a shitload of snow, and we missed it. Thank
All
God.
right. I love Dave Whalen's joke. Just call me D.U. Ivan Drago. If I thrive, I thrive. Yeah, brother, it was fucking secluded, man. Perfect place for a fucking children's beauty pageant.
I mean, that feels like you shouldn't be allowed in the country.
Oh, Christina, we're actually coming to, it's not Long Island, Morris Plains, New Jersey. We're coming to.
It's not Long Island. What is it? Not an island at all.
Yeah, we're coming to the Dojo of Comedy April 4th. I don't know if the link's up yet, but we're coming there. So it's within driving distance of Long Island, I guess.
Wait, April 4th or May 4th?
May 4th. You're right, Jake. My bad.
Whew.
Yeah, May 4th will be in Mars Plains.
You're going to have to cancel your Star Wars orgy that day, Jake.
Yeah.
May the 4th be in you.
Yeah. Either way, he's using the Force. Heath,
I
it's
didn't
called
say cooperate.
Heath. It's a
I
free
have to
event.
live with that curse forever.
Heath, I'm going to message you, man, because I forget the name of the venue it's at, but it's a free event. It's just a fun thing that the town has, and they usually just have bands. But this year, me, Drew Montana, Naeem Ali, and Rob Cruz are going to be the first comedians there. But I will message you with the details of that place. It's a local brewery in Columbus. Man, that was tough to say. You almost corroborated me there.
Yeah, it must be something in the room.
Oh, Memphis Green. I would love to get to Oakland. I am going to come to Oakland this summer just to go to a ball game.
You got to go to the Coliseum before
I know,
they
man.
fucking turn it into not a homeless shelter.
They could use a Coliseum-sized homeless shelter.
Bro, could you
In the Bay
imagine if
Area.
it was a big fucking sleepover every night
Oh, my God.
on the field? Just bunk beds with your boys.
Dollar dog
Everybody's jerking off and stinks. Just like fucking high school.
Oh, thank you, Kuzi. Oh, very nice of you, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you, Heath. Dude, I get so excited. Like, it's so funny, like, when we do any kind of, like, mostly it's Skankfest because that's where I think most people come to, but, like, anytime we do anything and people come to, it always makes me a little bit emotional, like, when people say their online names. Like, people reach their hand out, you reach yours out, and then it's like you make the connection when they say, like, oh, it's He Hate Me 507. It's like...
It's like your
Let's get
warrior
rid of it.
name.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to battle with you. I've said some of the most racist things on the internet with you.
And still the most embarrassing thing is saying cooperate on camera.
William, are you live streaming from the phone pit? I am going to, what do you think? Record?
We might be.
Yeah.
We're going to have some footage.
We're
for
at
sure.
least recording it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The live thing might be an issue because it depends on their internet connection. We don't have a hotspot.
We will record it, though.
Logistical nightmare.
Yeah, so if people aren't able to make it on the 15th of this month to Sky Zone in Glen Mills to watch Jake try to escape the ball pit again, don't fret. We are going to film it. However, if you want to join us, just fucking come. And if you want to go in the trampoline park with us, you can fill out a waiver that I posted in the Patreon like 2 weeks ago, or you can just do it there. It just saves time if you do it online. Just fucking do it there if you don't feel like doing that. And yeah, come have fun with us. You can jump with us. If you don't feel like fucking jumping, you could just hang on the sideline. And then after Jake makes it out of the foam pit, we're going to have a pizza party. And all patrons are welcome. So if you can make it that day, we're doing it from, what are we doing it from? 2 to 3:30?
It's like 1:30 to 3, I think, right?
Yeah, whatever I posted in the fucking Patreon a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago, that's the time. I can't remember it right now. But
You'll have to wake up early.
but we're going to have a lot of fun, man.
So when we get there, are we just jumping right in, or do we get to jump around? You know,
It's up to you.
wet the
Bro,
whistle
you're
a
the
little
star of
bit,
the show, man.
You know,
It's up to you.
Whatever
If you
makes
feel like you can...
comfortable.
I might try a couple flips before I jump into the foam pit.
Are you trying to break your fucking neck? Then you don't have to go in.
Yeah, trying
Nice
to go-
try,
yeah.
brother. You're going straight in the fucking pit now.
Damn,
Shouldn't
maybe-
have spoke
All
up.
right, maybe just a couple of bounces and then we'll go over. You know, I won't try any flips until afterwards.
Do they have a hoop?
It would be great.
Basketball hoop?
Yes, they have 3. 2. They're
Really?
right next to the foam pit. They're right next. You can be shooting threes,
I'm literally going to dunk onto you.
buckets,
I'm going to land
buckets. While I'm
cannonball style.
Jake, what do you think about this? Cognitive Todd says, why don't you guys do Midwest Foam Pit Stinker Tour? Would you be willing to climb out of a foam pit through different cities?
Jake, would you be willing to drive around the Midwest of America and climb out of foam pits all across the town?
Oh my god, dude, I love trampoline parks, and I would 100% do that. I've got a great video of me at a trampoline park in Montana, just falling on my face in front of somebody who now works on the Daily Show. So I will gladly come to your town and get stuck in something.
Jon Stewart?
Yeah, it was Jon Stewart.
You and Jon Stewart were bouncing off?
Craig Kilborn.
Craig killed Jake.
Master's jacket, that's a lot of green. Used to love his Craig Kilbornisms. Remember those? They were good jokes.
Yeah, he was always good.
Christian Slater got some hard rain.
All right, y'all. If anybody has anything they want to add,
You've only got 25 minutes to do it.
Jeff, tell us about the pickle story.
It's here. Take my mic.
So there's this guy in South Jersey, and he went around and was dunking his head in the pickle jars, like in the deli.
Whoa.
And like was causing them to have to like throw out their entire pickle supply. And they were like on the manhunt, like looking for this guy. They finally got him, but he was like,
Was he doing it on purpose? Like, was it a goof?
yeah, it was a goof. Yeah, the guy was.
It's pretty
fucking around.
disgusting, man.
It is disgusting.
How would that not be on purpose? You think
Like-
he tripped and fell into multiple...
Well, maybe he gets
My
dizzy.
luck.
Yeah, goof was more of the term I was going for. Like, was there a language barrier? And he never saw a pickle jar before, and just like, oh, this is how you do it.
Sean, I love it.
It would be funny if it was some kind of Mr. Magoo fella from South Jersey.
Yeah.
And he just really wanted a Reuben. And he just kept tripping into...
I just washed my hands.
Oh, Dylan, no doubt, brother. Jake, someone asked if you're going to wear a cape for the jump. Do you have a special outfit planned?
I'm not going to wear anything that I'm going to accidentally hang myself with. No,
So, nothing around the neck.
No, I'm going casual, baby. I'm going to be in some of the biggest basketball shorts you've ever seen in your life.
Do you? This
They're
is a
going to hang them
serious
from
question.
the rafters. We're done.
This is an honest question. Do you feel prepared for it?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
All right.
This fucking snuck up on me 2-3 years later. I've been going to the gym.
Life comes at you fast.
When I first did it, I was not exercising at all in my life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when I got stuck, okay, I deserved it. Still deserve it. But I mean, for 2 years now, I've been going to a fucking gym and like mostly going to classes 3-4 times a week. Still look like this.
But there is a strength within you.
Yes.
You have become powerful.
Yes. So I'm hoping that strength is enough strength to get the fuck out of there. And then maybe I could find someone who can really be my Sherpa
Love of your
for
life.
food. Because I have that, Mike. Thank you.
A Sherpa for what?
A food Sherpa. I think they call
Someone,
it
someone to carry up all your meals to the top of Everest?
No, somebody
Yes.
can bring him sherbet.
Yes, a Sherpa. Yeah. Ah, man.
Dude, Devin, I gotta check with him, but I think Chris Wood said he's gonna stop by the foam pit. But don't hold me to that.
I would love that. You put wood in that foam pit, I will fucking jump 3.
Oh, he'll get in there.
Yeah, I will get the fuck out of there fast.
Are we saying, Corey, are you saying Louis J. Gomez was on Impractical Jokers? What are we talking about here? You guys know anything about this? Have you seen this? Have you heard of this?
I don't know.
Jake, you been keeping this from me? You know about
I
this?
didn't hear about this. I doubt he would be on Impractical Jokers.
What does it mean? Corey
Memphis
Jones?
said he did a bit on the show.
Did he? Man, I feel like a real fucking poser. I guess I haven't been watching recently. What's been on the television? I've been rewatching Larry Sanders.
Oh, that's the best.
I think I'm up to
Hey,
the
That's a
now.
great show. Yeah.
Hey now.
Lewis did a Joker's bit on Legion of Skanks. Yes, he's looking good. He's got a mustache. Looks like he's slimmed
He
down.
really
a little
does
bit.
look good, man.
Yeah.
He's deceptive, man.
He's a handsome
You see
man
him on
now.
the show, it's like, oh man, he's an everyman schlub. But you see him now, it's like, man, he looks like he's cut from granite.
Yeah, dude.
He's
Money.
giving every man a chub.
So if you guys keep subscribing to the Patreon, I get that money. I'm gonna look fucking rock, fucking body, fucking
Rocky Road.
yeah.
Rock body.
No, I believe in it. Jake, that would be fun to do if like we just spent like a year and you just dedicated your life to just becoming a sex symbol. Not that you're not one now.
I mean, I'm a sex symbol, but not the sex symbol I want to be for some people, you know?
You are going to need some coverage on that upper lip, you know. You got to bring that mustache out.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Once you get it all tightened up, bring the mustache out.
That would be a great bit. Just get really fucking cut. Like, Chris, like, you know, fucking make pancakes on my stomach.
Yeah.
Making me hungry.
And then just, once the bit's done,
me
gain
hungry
it
for
all
sleep.
back.
No, man, I believe in you. I think you're going to get in such good shape that I'm going to leave my wife.
Please don't do that.
It's done. That's how much I believe in you. All right, y'all. We're going to roll up out of here. Thank you for joining us tonight for a live Little Stinkers on the Patreon. And don't forget, if anybody lives in Hartford, Chicago, or Boston, come see us. The links are in my bio.
In Morris Plains, New Jersey.
Yes. The links for the shows are in my bio on Instagram, on Twitter, and on the Little Stinkers Instagram, Little Stinkers Podcast.
Yep.
And Chicago's going to be sold out soon. We don't know if we'll
And
be
Boston.
able to add a second show.
Yeah.
Boston
What are you doing, Boston? If Chicago sells out before Boston,
Yeah.
we might
that's
just
crazy.
cancel Boston. No.
Shit.
Yeah, Boston's not far from selling out
Yeah, it's
either.
close.
Chicago probably will be sold out by the weekend.
That's crazy.
So grab tickets if you're thinking about going. Boston is getting closer to getting sold out too. So we're cooking, baby.
I
And
can't wait. I love Boston so much.
yeah, I know.
And I've never been to Chicago,
Dude,
so I'm so excited.
Chicago fucking rules. And I hope if you're able to that we can spend a day just fucking around.
Can we
because
please go to that place where they yell at you?
Yes, I want to go to Hot Dog Yellers too.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I never
$100.
went there.
Yeah, is it the last stand?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get.
Or a
Ooh,
winner
I
circle?
love getting yelled at by a big black lady.
Don Vito, I'm going
They
to check the
usually
PO
come
box
in my
tomorrow.
eyes. You're going to the PO box tomorrow?
Yeah. And if you got a little present, I'm going to drop it off to you.
I got a new skateboard coming.
And someone sent me a 4-foot.
All right, you guys are the fucking best. Love you guys. And
Yeah, you hit us on that PO box.
Shout out Sean Fee for that.
all right, love you guys. And He Hate Me was awesome chilling with you on Friday, brother. Always great seeing you, and I look forward to seeing you at Skankfest again this year.
Good to meet you, Chip.
All right, love you guys. And don't forget about the Foam Pit Party if you can make it. March 15th, Sky Zone in Glen Mills.
Boston is April 5th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, April 5th. Hartford's April 6th. And then Chicago is May 25th, baby. Let's fucking go. All right, see you guys soon.
Bye.
There's so much fucked up shit to get into.
Little Stinkers.